Welcome, guys. Crypto FUD. Happy Thursday. So, jumping right into it, Bitcoin looks like we've definitely had a cool off since yesterday's nice pump. I drew a trend line here. Basically, what I want to see is that this trend line holds. If it does, drop a little bit below it, as you can see, sometimes it will. It'll be all right, but as long as we kind of stay within that trend line, which is about 17.3, a little over 17.3, I will consider for the short term, Bitcoin has been slightly bullish for the last week or two. I try to word my words correctly because at the end of the day, if I was to zoom out here, we definitely are still down like crazy. If you were to look at the last 6 months, last 12 months, we are in a downward trend. So looking right now locally, if you're in a long-term position where you're accumulating and you're not worried about what's going on short term, then this really doesn't matter. I mean, you want to watch it, but it really doesn't matter. But for short term right now, if we are able to hold 17.3, I think we'll stay on a bullish pattern. Hopefully we will bounce off. Obviously we don't know. This market is very unpredictable. You can sit there and I'm not knocking any of the other YouTubers that do like TA, but you can sit here and draw fib lines and this and all these crazy charts. To me personally, it doesn't matter. That's why I don't get into detail with drawing fib lines right now, because you could sit there and draw fib lines and be like, it's gotta, this is where our 6.8 is and blah 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 blah. But if something crazy happens tomorrow, that's like a black swan event that we constantly have been having, just crazy things. It doesn't matter what your fib line is and what your 6.8 is and any of these lines you can draw, you can scribble up, because the market's gonna freaking dump or it's gonna jump. So to me, I try to keep it simple. We started off with this channel right here. This was the original channel. This is the next channel that I would love to keep us in, which is staying above 17,242. But I did draw a trend line that I would like you guys to just keep, monitor, keep an eye on. We'll definitely keep this here. It's hopefully we don't even get to it, but if we do, it would be bouncing at about 17,300. So we'll see how it goes. We are going into the weekend. If you're familiar with my videos, what do I always say? We always have a sell-off on Sundays. So we'll see how it goes. There's things going on in the market right now that are uncontrollable. You would think that everything right now would be all right, but like I did say this, and I don't mean to be saying like a broken record, like I already sold this, but I made sure to emphasize on with the 50 basis points would be a good thing, but at the same time it was going to be based on the wordage. And like I said, and like Jerome Powell did yesterday, is he made sure to word that they're going to expect, and I say they expect like in parentheses because I don't believe it, but they don't want a market rally, so they're gonna sit there and tell you that they expect to increase rates all up until deep until 2023. I don't believe it. If we stay on the same trend that we're on in regards to inflation and we're slowly going down, even if it's a couple points a time, or like we did last month, the last 6 weeks, where we went down, I think the most that we've gone down since we've been heading down. If we're able to keep that trend up, they wouldn't dare keep increasing the interest rates, because they would crash the market for no reason. With inflation that's already going to be taken care of. Inflation's not an overnight thing. It didn't just one night we wake up and eggs were $9 for 18 eggs, because that's how much they were the other day at the grocery store. I couldn't believe it. But this was a slow but surely thing that happened, where it's slowly 50 cents here, 30 cents here, 20 cents here. It builds and builds. So for it to go back down, it's going to be the same way. It's slower actually going down. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how. For right now, basically my opinion is in regards to Bitcoin right now is we did see a nice dip today. It's been dipping since yesterday, since Jerome Powell spoke, and I still say locally we are still bullish. If we can hold this 17.3, we're not doing bad. So we'll see how it goes. We'll monitor it. I did want to play a quick clip because this is something that, like I said, Black Swan events, we don't know what's going on. CZ was on CNBC earlier, and they were basically talking to him in regards to what's going on.
So many issues about trust and credibility and integrity in this space, and I want to talk about FTX in a moment, but I want to start with what's happening at your own firm, given the outflows this week. I saw that you said on an AMA, this is one of these Ask Me Anything, you said there's no amount of withdrawals that would put us under any pressure. But that, I think, is a very bold statement to be making. How are people and why should people trust that their money is safe at this point?
So I think thanks, Andrew, for having.
The fact that he's even asking this, and you got to remember, this is mainstream media, so they're trying to keep up with the crypto space. But if you're involved with crypto, we all know what's going on before they pretty much know what's going on. So for the fact that mainstream media has gotten wind of something that could be possibly going on with Binance is a little scary, to be honest.
And the well-run crypto exchanges should hold user assets one-to-one. So user deposit Bitcoin, we hold it in Bitcoin, we move to a cold wallet, we keep some in the hot wallet. And people, they sell it, now the Bitcoin belongs to somebody else, but we still hold it in the cold storage. People can withdraw 100% of the assets they have on Binance. We will not have an issue in any given day. So 100% of the users withdraw 100% of the assets, we'll be fine. This is very different for traditional financial people to understand, because banks run on fractional reserves. And the traditional regulators, many of them may think that it's okay for crypto businesses to be running on fractional reserves. That is not okay. In crypto, there's no central bank printing money to bail out banks when there's a liquidity crunch. So crypto businesses have to hold user assets one-to-one. And that's what we do. It's very simple.
You know who else holds? Well, I mean, most of them do, but you know who else came out that this guy, I'm not going to say he attacked, but he tried to bring down, was Chris from Crypto.com. And Chris immediately came out that night and explained almost the exact same wordage that this guy is talking, that Crypto.com holds everything that they hold is one-to-one to all their users. That's why they actually hold, I think, 20% of their reserves on Crypto.com is in Shiba. And it's not because that's what their choice of, they think 20% of their reserves is safe in Shiba. It's because 20% of their users, or not 20% of the users, but 20% of their reserves was bought with Shiba. So they hold one-to-one 20%. So not going to go through this whole interview. You can check it out on CNBC. But he did. The reporter actually did get into some good questions. He was just strictly asking. He asked him to sum it up, because something with FTX where they received like a $2.1 billion something back from FTX before they went down. And basically what the reporter asked is if that money needs to come back, if that was fraudulent money, are you able to provide that money back in US dollars and still operate as a company? And he did not say yes. He said and I quote, "We would let the lawyers handle that. Binance is financially okay." So you take it how you want it. I'm just here for you guys. If you have money in Binance, I'm not trying to, this is no FUD. So we're not going to sit there and push any FUD, especially if I don't have any actual hard evidence or proof or anything like that. But just be wary. I'm biased towards crypto.com because I like what they're doing. But if this was the same thing, I would be a little worried in regards to just keeping large sums of money on these exchanges. So take what you want. Do your own research, but just be careful. So just to end the video, summing it up, hopefully we can hold up past 17.3. But if not, hopefully we can bounce off of 17.3 and stay in this trend line, and we'll stay bullish. If not, our next thing is staying within this channel, which would be 17.2, which wouldn't be too far under the 17.3. So we'll see how it goes. We got the weekend coming up, like I said, so we might see some more downward momentum going on. So we'll have to just monitor it. We'll see. 2023, though, I think it's going to be a lot better. If you guys have been through this year and you've survived and you're still financially okay, I think 2023 is going to pay off if you guys are able to definitely get some good positions in. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll be back tomorrow, Friday. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Any questions, hit me up in the comments. Thank you guys so much. See ya.